Pickles. So, bore brush stand and bowl. Soap net 3.5 ounces, 9.2 grams. So yeah, the theme of this video is boxes. This is a box roughly 83 inches deep. And 9. 81.5, 82. Roughly 82 to 83 inches square. I had to measure it by outside dimensions when I was building it because my room was very tight. Directly on the other side of this wall is my mattress. And literally just enough room for my mattress and the wall next to it. So I used as much space as I could. I stopped short this way. I could have kept going. Could have made it another almost 1.5 feet or something like that bigger. But I stopped. Didn't want it to get too big, too heavy. I didn't want it to be scary. I've honestly been kind of nervous about it, but I'm not so nervous anymore. Pretty sure it's strong. The floor. I mean, this structure itself doesn't weigh any more than about 1 or 2 40-gallon water heaters, so not too worried about it. And it's a lot more distributed than 2 water heaters would be. It's distributed over, pretty good. Trying to be an 8-foot cube. And the beauty of it is I tested it earlier, and the babies are crying in their room. You can't hear them. Now if they're in the living room or in the room right next to me, then yeah, you can hear it, but if they're in their room or behind, then I'm good. Damn near mission accomplished. I eventually want to get some acoustic foam, line the whole thing, but I've got a lot of money to save before I can go do that. And that's a really big cough. say I'll see, I'ma get it soon. Suddenly the I should get use vacation from this bullshit. 3 ring Mom's gonna fix it all soon. Mom's coming around the corner. Took a little bit of creative license with that one. Not really a faithful cover, but Tool definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. faces when you are your man. There's so many ways it can happen. 2x4s that are, you know, roughly 4x8, 4x7s with the makeup, roughly 3 feet sections. There's some overhang on the top. The top of it's actually a little over 8 feet by 4 feet. So there's quite a bit of overhang on the top. That was so I wouldn't have to make as many cuts on plywood. It was a lazy move, but give me some more mass, which will help, especially if I have upstairs to deal with when we move. We're supposed to be moving fairly soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but the goal is to get into the house so kind of suit everybody's needs. And I pretty much just need a room that I can put this box in. Because a really nice room with insulation plus this box would be 100% soundproof. The problem we have now is the house moving in is 0 insulation, like literally none. The walls are bare, just 2x4s and siding, sheetrock on the inside. That's it. I've been underneath the house too, there's no insulation underneath. Bare rafters. Which whatever, to each their own. Makes for high energy costs. But you gotta pay somebody to put in insulation, that stuff sucks. It's really itchy, depending on what you use. But yeah, double-sided with half-inch plywood, 2x4s, 16-inch centers, 1 5/8" drywall screws to screw on the plywood, 4 in the field and 1 in each corner. Something like that. I think I doubled up on the roof ones, on the ones overhead, because I don't want to have the shit sag down and fall and hit in the head. Of course, it's not that heavy. It's not that bad. Yeah. And then the insulation I used was John's Manville with the acoustic. I think it's R13 or something like that. It's got the acoustic fiberglass in it, so it's temperature and sound control. Not protection, it's a nice thick mass to knock the sound down. And like I said, if I had enough money to acoustic foam this son of a bitch, then it'd be perfectly soundproof. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit time consuming as far as saving money goes. But I'll get there. I'll eventually get it. And if I move before then I won't need it. I'll just use a few more moving blankets and go with it. We'll see. But for now, I still kind of have to wait at least till the babies get put to bed, because that way they stay in their room all night. They don't sleep through the night, but they stay in their room all night, and I can't hear them cry. You get the microphones don't pick up them crying. I can actually hear it just a little bit, but the microphones don't pick it up. With all the blankets up and everything. These are just cheap Harbor Freight $9 moving blankets. Got 4 of them, 80 by 72s. They don't quite reach the floor. That's kind of a bummer, but and they don't quite reach the ceiling either. So to really line it in moving blankets, I need to get another 4, 8, 9, 10, about 12 more of them, 10 more of them, something like that. To really get solid coverage. But like I said, we'll get there. This whole box thing is a work in progress. I'm just glad now I can talk in it without it sounding like mud and blah, 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 like the waves. Just me talking, the waves would bounce off the walls and cancel them out. Like, it just, I went back and actually tried to edit the box tapping video, and it just was not happening. I couldn't sync it for one thing, because the echo sound was really odd. And like when I thought I had it synced, but then went a little deeper into the video and it was way off. Like, not way off, but I don't know, it was weird. This is about the point where it's going to start winding down. Whispering in there. Filament configuration. This is a shout out to Patreons. My very first Patreon purchase. Probably illegal, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely not licensed by Nintendo. But they Definitely took free use of the imagery and everything else. Comes with a little book, but it's just got Mary Had a Little Lamb and silly songs like that. And a fingering chart on the back, thank God. They actually left out a note. There's a lower note. You can go, whatever is lower than is GDB. Is that F? Something? G? Oh, whatever. But you can go a whole step below that by using all 12 holes. Using those two little holes right there. It's kind of hard though, because you have to go toop and have to make sure you're still covering the big hole, and then do that. Tap on that in a minute. That'll be like the last one. That's actually Zelda. That's why she has the wrap to hold her boobs down. That's actually what the one looks like in the game. I dare say it's more accurate than the licensed one from Nintendo. And that's the link everybody always wanted, that they finally got in Twilight Princess. I'm gonna redo Wind Waker, and when I finish it, I'm gonna do Twilight Princess. Pretty much right after it. I may do Master Quest after I master it, but not right now, because it takes me a long time and I fuck up a whole lot. I've probably spent about 3 or 4 hours on it, and I'm just now in Jabba Jabba's belly. So I think that's the 3rd dungeon in Ocarina of Time. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of fade this one out. By the time it gets to this part, it'll probably be inaudible where you can barely hear it. Thank you again to all my Patreons that helped buy this. This literally came from Patreon money. Corey's one of them.